Right, let's fucking do this tutorial, man. Jesus Christ. Yo, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Frankie. Today, I'm doing a revise of the tutorial that I did on Sony Vegas Pro 12. If you guys have missed that one, there'll be a link down in the description. That tutorial has something like 30,000 views, and I thought I'd do a new one on After Effects. So what we're going to be doing today is just the basics. If you guys haven't worked on After Effects ever before, don't worry, I'm going to hook you guys up with like just the basic stuff. Get you guys started. So if you've never launched After Effects ever before, don't worry about it. We're going to do it together. Hopefully get this shit done, and you will be able to edit Call of Duty, Counter-Strike, any gaming montages that you desire. In the background's probably a few montages that I've done in the past, so you know what type of a style I have in a way. If you don't, just go check out some montages on my channel. I'm sure you'll find some. Also, I want to go through the things that I'm going to teach you. So first off, I'm just going to show you the layout of After Effects, show you what's going on, because it's kind of there's a bunch of stuff just going on. I'm going to show you how to import music and audio and video, show you how to cut, show you how to apply effects, apply music, keyframing, transitions, black bars at the top and the middle, like slow motion and all that stuff. So first off, before we get started, I'm not I'm not a professional editor. Half of the time I don't know what I'm doing. If you guys want really professional tutorials on anything specific, I would highly advise you guys to go check out Baker's Tuts. I wrote it down here. It's BAKERSTUTS. Just trust me, go check him out. He's an absolute wizard. Everything that I know on After Effects I've learned off of his tutorials. So all of the props to him. And yeah, let's get started.
You tried to pin me down while you were pinned down by some other dude. Call me late at night saying that I wasn't in love with you. Chasing after girls, that is a lane I need to really switch. Moving on from you, cause goddamn it, you are a crazy bitch. You say she love her body, but she can't love nobody. I chase her like a zombie, but all I can do is just forget it now. Just forget it now, no. Just forget it now. Just forget it now, no. Here we go. Bitches on my dick, they don't fucking stand me. It's kinda crazy all the shit you really put me through. I try not to hold on, but sometimes it just seems to fall right through. I know I don't possess you, but you didn't have to be so.
Okay, so welcome to my desktop. First off, I switched over to Windows 10, so it looks a bit different now. But anyway, we're gonna open up After Effects. If you've downloaded it, you can open it up with me and follow along. I don't know how long this video is gonna be. It's probably gonna be about an hour or so, because I've got a lot of plugins and I installed them incorrectly. That's why the error messages are popping up. Anyway, so this is the screen that you're welcomed with when you open up After Effects. Don't worry about this. Just click on New Composition and we'll get our stuff settled. So the clips that you're going to use, hopefully you have it in a folder somewhere. I placed mine on the desktop just to make sure that everything is there. First off, you want to go to your file, your video file, right click, go to properties, and then you check out what is the width and the height resolution wise of your clip. Also make sure what frame rate it is. It all should be there in the properties or details. You go to properties and you go to the details tab. Should say everything. So mine's already set up. It's 1280p by 720, and then I've got 59.94 frames per second. My duration is about 35 minutes. It doesn't really matter as long as it's long enough for you to have some workspace to work with. That'll become a bit more clear when we proceed on. So I'm going to click OK, and here we go. This is the layout of After Effects. I'm still kind of getting used to Windows 10, but this is the layout. And first off, if you go to the workspace, top right, it says workspace up here. If you go down, there's a bunch of them. I'm working on animation. If you click those two different ones, you'll see it'll change around. I usually work on workspace. I changed a little bit around the other day to look like this, but animation looks the same. I'm gonna click all of these down. There's wiggler, smoother, stuff like that. So if you go from left to right, up here's all your tools, view, edit, composition, all that stuff. We'll get to that later. Also the effect control. So if you add any effects to any videos or audio for that matter, all of the controls will be here to the left. This is your project file thing. This is where all of your clips and your music will be, so you can drag and drop them into your file as you would as you're going on. And then this is your timeline down here. So this goes from 0 to 35 minutes. This is the time frame, and this is your scrubber, little buffer scrubber thing. And then to the left here you see these orange symbols. That is the time frame as which the thing is. So first off, I'm going to minimize this quickly, and we are going to navigate to the clip that you want to use. I think I'm going to do, like, this is the second time of me recording this tutorial because my PC crashed last time that I did that, and I lost about 45 minutes worth of recording, so I'm kind of pissed. But we're going to go to where I recorded the clip. This is it. It's the last one, I think. Let's go to properties. This is how you do it, by the way, details, and you'll see how long the video is, and so forth. I don't think it's that one. I think it is this one. Let's go to details again. Yeah, 7 minutes. I think it's this one. So I'm going to rename this to clip 1. Kabam. And I'm going to drag that onto my desktop, just to make it easier, a little bit more visual. So if you have worked on any other... Does this play? Yeah, this does play. Wait, what? Wow, okay. That has my audio for some reason. We'll get back to that then. I'm just gonna work with the clips that I set up in the beginning. That'll be just a bit easier. So I've got clip 1, 2, and 3, and then I got my gunshot sound, and then I got the music that I'm gonna use. So it's not requested that you. It's not very important that you have your gunshot sound, but if you can get that in a way by downloading it off of YouTube, searching it online. Or just going into a custom game and just recording the gunshot of the gun that you're using. That might help a little bit because we can cancel out the background noise by just muting it, and then we'll put in the gunshots to make it seem a little bit better. So I'm going to open up After Effects again. I'm going to drop this down here to the right maybe, and I'm going to drag all of these in by holding Control. I'm just going to click all of them, and I'm going to drag them in down to the project little window over here, and that's going to import. So I've got clip number 1, clip number 2, clip number 3, the composition that we're busy working with, and then my gunshot sounds and my music. I'm using a song called Wonderful by Josh A. Go check him out. All of his music is free, and yeah, it's absolutely sick. I use them in pretty much all my videos. So this is the music, and now you might ask me, where's the waveform? Where I can't even see the music. It's just a little black bar. I mean, like an orangey gray bar. So if you do the drop down here to the left of the clip, if you drop that down, you'll see audio. Drop that down again, you see the audio levels. That's how loud it is. And you drop down the waveform, and you'll see the waveform over there. So an easier way to do this is just to highlight that and click double L on your keyboard. L and L again, really quick, and then it'll just pop up the waveform without the other bullshit that we don't need. So we're gonna take clip number 1, import that right above the music. Right, it's gonna open up like that. You just gonna scrub through until you see you hitting the clip, which was around here somewhere. And now we want to snip that, right? We want to make a cut. The way of doing this is holding down Control, holding down Shift, and clicking D, and that will split it up into 2 channels. I'm gonna delete the lower one, and I'm gonna move this up a little bit. Let me import my second clip, import that to the top again. I'm going to move over to where I hit my clip, which is around here somewhere. Control Shift D, do the same, delete the bottom part. That's my first clip that I'm going to use. This is my second clip. Now we're going to my third and final clip, import that again. Also scrub along to the end where all of the action happens, which is around here somewhere. Control Shift D, do the same. I apologize, I'll have to turn on my fans and stuff because my PC is starting to heat over, so you guys might hear a bit of fan noises and stuff. I've got a cooling pad on my laptop. It's a laptop, by the way, so I've got a cooling pad on my laptop, and then I also have an external fan trying to cool stuff down because this might get a bit hectic while recording and editing. So if we carry on, I'm going to delete the bottom part of that, move that down a little bit as well, and scoot that over to the left here. So if you have worked with any Adobe software previous to After Effects that you're doing right now, if you want to zoom in and out on the timeline, hold down Alt and scroll, then you'll zoom in and out. Also, if you want to pan around, you can hold down spacebar and click and drag, left click and drag. That's how you navigate the time bar. Sorry if my voice is a bit cracky, it's just because this is like the second time me recording this, and I'm kind of pissed. So also, if you highlight your clip and you click open frame, it will jump the beginning of the frame, the beginning of your video clip to your little scrub over here. So that just makes it easier to align stuff. So if I want to add 10 seconds, I can just click in here 10 seconds, right? I can just edit that to say 10 seconds, and then I can highlight my clip and say open bracket and align it perfectly. Otherwise you'll have to do that manually. So we're going to go to the beginning, put that there, and the first thing that most people want to do is the color grading, or just the color correction and everything. I'm going to try and do that right now. So what we want to do is you want to go onto Google or YouTube. I'm pretty sure you might find a few tutorials on YouTube. Search up the preset, not the preset, the plugin called Magic Bullet Looks, and if you've done doing that, then you can just search here in the effects and presets tab. You can just click in Magic Bullet Looks and it'll appear right there. It's just much easier to edit it like this. If you don't want to do it like that, that's fine. You can just search up levels, put in levels up there. Wait, hold up, drag it on right there. That's your levels, and you can put up curves, put up a bit of curves, put up a little bit of hue and saturation right there, and you can play around with these, bump up or down your saturation either way you want to wish, get your little S curve going, and you can color grade it that way if you want to. I'm not going to do it like that though, because Magic Bullet Looks is just superior in every way. So I'm going to search Magic Bullet Looks again, and I'm going to drop that onto my video file once more. So if you're done installing this preset, you go to edit here on the what is that called, the effect control tab, and you'll see a little preview here. You can just scroll that in again, and you can go to tools here. I'm going to put up some exposure. This is pretty much just where you play around. You can literally do whatever you want to do. Post, and we'll put some contrast. I don't really know what I'm doing, to be honest with you guys. Lens, we'll put on a vignette, and that's pretty much it. Now we need to play around with this a little bit. Put up the exposure a little bit. Put down the put down the saturation to 69. Maybe a little bit of contrast. Colorista. I'm gonna make the highlights a little bit of a orangey vibe. Yeah. To put the shadow a bit of a light blue type thing, and then my midtones will be around a pinkish hue. Is that good? I honestly don't care at all. And you click the finish tab right down there. That'll put in your color correction. I think the vignetting is a little bit too harsh. We might want to bring that open a little bit. Finished. That's good. So we've got the color correction right there. The problem is it's not the same color correction that we would do on the other clips. So the way you want to do that is by right clicking down here, going to new, going down to adjustment layer. That'll bring up a little bar that continues your entire composition. So what you want to do is you want to go back to your clip. You can do this previously. I just wanted to point out why we're doing this in the first place. So you go back to your video clip, you copy this, Control C, go over to your adjustment layer, Control V, and that's obviously over there 2 times now, so we delete that on the previous one, and that'll be the same color correction on all of your clips now. So it's just like a overlaying, like a plastic film that overlays everything. So now what we're going to do is I want to start this off. Let's just listen to the song, because we haven't really listened to the song yet. You didn't really know what it sounds like. To preview anything, if you've done editing a little bit, you want to preview what you've done so far. By clicking, you just want to enable your numlock. You press 0 on your numpad, and that'll start the RAM preview. Also here, if you go to your little preview tab to the top here, you've got the play, pause, rewind to the back, mute the audio and all that stuff. There's also a button called RAM preview. If you click that once, it'll start to render out your preview. So like this, it'll just go through it again to make sure everything is smooth. So when you preview it, you have no loss in frame rate, and everything's good. That's also stored in your RAM memory. So whenever you render it again, it'll go quicker the second time. Granted that you've done no adjustments to it. So if you press enter here, you guys will listen to the sound. If I can just hold up, I didn't even do this. Whoop, that's loud. I forgot to put on my headset. Wow, this is ridiculous. Okay, we're good. I need to plug this in there. Bang bang. Yeah, I've got speeds on, that's why it'll just give me some issues, and we can turn this down a little bit. Is that good? Okay, I'm going to press 0 instead of clicking the button, just enter again. Okay, so that's the song that we're going to use. I'm going to cut this song. Let me just start it off here somewhere. Alright, Control Shift D again. Oops, had the wrong one selected. Control Shift, not save. Control Shift D, delete that. Double L, bring that back. And we can make this open bracket to the start. So there we go. Now it sounds like this.
What's the point
I
of
just want to
living
hear,
life
it should be.
if you never even try? What's the point of living life if you never even try?
Yeah, exactly. So that's fine with me. Now to open this up, we are going to slow-mo run through this door, right? I'm gonna open this up, slow-mo running. So another plugin that you should probably have is called Twixtor. Whoops, Twixtor. Just use it, YouTube search it. You'll find a few tutorials on how to do that. So I'm going to drag that onto my clip over here. I'm going to make sure the input frame rate, where that blue is highlighted, it's the same as the clip, which is 59.94. And I'm going to go over to my speed. And I'm going to click this little stopwatch. So this is how you keyframe, right? You click the little stopwatch over there, and then you click U on your keyboard, and it'll give you this little keyframe. So that's your little keyframe over there. I'm going to go 1 frame back and just make sure that's right there. Go back to the frame we were, which is 1 frame past your keyframe that you made on 100%. Then you're going to go down to about 10% or something like that, right? So this is going to be me running through the doorway, and I want that to happen right at this little beat drop right here, right? Bang bang. That's fine. Let's listen to this. Make sure it comes at the right moment. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so I'm running through the door, and at every beat I want this to skip a little bit, because it'll take forever for me to run through that door at 10% speed, right? So at every little guitar slap or whatever, I want this to skip a little bit, to around, I think around here. If you want to set the render loop, the region that you're rendering, you can just go to the place that you want it to begin at, press B on your keyboard, and you'll see that'll shorten up, and you'll go to the end where you want it to end and press N on your keyboard for Nanny or Nancy or whatever, and then you can press 0 in your numpad, and it'll render out only that little piece. So that's good. Yeah, we're good. So around here, I know this song, and around here somewhere, as you guys can see on the waveform around there, the song kind of drops in a way. So I'm going to drag a little marker from the right side, composition marker bin, that thing. I'm going to drag that from the right over to the left. That should be good. I know now to sync my third shot with that right there. So if you go back here, we want this to skip along on the beat of the music. I need that to be rendered out fully so I can actually listen to it. When you start editing these clips, it's going to be very, very tedious for the first part. But as you get used to it, and yeah, just as you get used to editing, it's going to go much, much smoother, and it's not going to be that bad. But for the first part, it's really, really frustrating, because you get stuff done so slowly, and it might be a bit painful, but just keep going. So with all of these tips and tricks and stuff I'm going to show you guys, and with all of these just ways of doing things, you can honestly make amazing tutorials, but then if you want to go into a bit more depth, you want to go to motion tracking and stuff that's a bit more advanced, like RGB splitting and stuff like that, go over to Baker's channel. He has amazing tutorials, as I said. So let's just listen to this quickly.
What's the point of living life?
Yeah, so over here, over there, I'm gonna make a marker right there, and over here somewhere, marker, and over here, marker. I think it's around there somewhere. Press B, 0 my numpad.
What's the point of living life?
Yep, that needs to be bumped over a little bit. And that also. Let's see if that makes sense.
What's the point of living life if you never...
That's fine. Okay, so as you guys have probably heard there, the audio is definitely out of sync. So if you go to the left here and you press this little, audio symbol, that will cut out all of the audio for the entire clip. So we won't hear any audio whatsoever. We're gonna put our gunshots in manually anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Okay, so if you go to the front here where it cuts off right there, this is kind of where stuff gets a bit more tedious. I'm going to cut that off. I'm going to not delete the entire clip. I was about to do that. Delete Twixtor, and then you'll see that your space and time kind of gets screwed up a little bit. So check, where were you? We were around there somewhere, right? So we want to be a little bit closer this time. Cut it off there. Delete that part. Put Twixtor back on. Bang bang, 59.94, and then time to keyframe our speed. Press U on your keyboard, U for ukulele or whatever, and then you'll see all of the keyframes. I'm gonna move that up a frame before that, and then we'll put in, I think we decided on 10% for the speed, so that's gonna be a little bit closer. See me skipping ahead a little bit. We go to the third little marker I made there. Or the second one technically, but it's called number 3. I'm going to cut that again, do the same, delete Twixtor. I'm going to copy that actually. Control C, delete that. Move it a little bit back because it screwed us up. Around here somewhere. So we're almost out of the tunnel. Not yet. Bang bang. I'm going to highlight that, put it back. And then we'd whoops. Oh wait, did that automatically do that for me? Oh yeah, it did. Good. That's sick. Okay, so there we've got the final little jump. Let's see if that's on time. Let's render that out quickly. You honestly have to RAM preview these and just make sure everything is on time every single time that you're done with a little part, because if you go too far ahead, then it's just you might edit yourself out of sync and it's just gonna be horrible.
What's the point of living life?
Yeah, that's fine. So what we're gonna do now, that part we obviously have to fix. First off, before we get too far into the edit and you might lose everything, if you go to File, Save As, or Control S on your keyboard, you can just save this. So just save it as tutorial, bam, tutorial, that's fine. Save that right there. Tutorial already exists because I've already done this. Yes, replace that. Okay, so you are saved now. If you go, if you go to, I think it's window, nope, it's not window, it's view, no, it's not view. It's composition, no, edit, preferences. You go to edit preferences, you go to autosave. If you go to edit preferences, autosave, automatically save projects every 5 minutes. That's what I've got it at. So just tick that, go to 5 minutes, press OK. Every 5 minutes it'll save on its own, so you don't have to compete and just keep on pressing Control S. Because if you have edited at like any level ever before, then you'll know that it is so horrible when you forget to press Control S and you get absolutely wrecked, and everything just gets deleted. So we're gonna have this guy run over here and that'll be fine. We'll paste that baby back there. Let me just check how this is going. Whoops. Ta-da! I think that's fine, right? That's good. That looks fine. Just render that for a bit. Bang.
What's the point of living life?
Okay, I think we're good. So where does this drop happen? That happens around here somewhere. this is the drop that I was meaning to show you guys and I didn't, or let you listen to at least. I don't know how the audio is. Hopefully you guys can hear the audio as well as I can. Hopefully you have headphones on as well. But I mean, it's not the end of the world.
It's so wonderful.
Yeah, so that's kind of the opener of the montage, I guess you can say. This is obviously not a really good clip. This is just the clip that I'm using. But you guys can expect. I can expect that you guys obviously have better clips than I do. So because I'm just really bad at this game. So, so it's probably understandable a little bit. So I'm going to have this bring up to your face a little bit, like that. Something like that, right? Yeah, I want that to actually go a little bit ahead of time. So I'm gonna bring this back, nope, forward. Like that. I'm going to cut it over there. Right, I'm going to cut that there. Delete the bottom part. And that should be fine. Okay, now I'm going to duplicate this layer by pressing Control D. So if you Control D on your keyboard, it's just going to duplicate the same layer that we just made over there. And I'm going to take away Tuxter. I'm going to take away our slow motion. And I'm going to find my first shot. So I'm just going to keep on dragging this to the left until we find the first shot, which is around there. I just quickly want to listen to the music here to make sure that we hit this guy on beat.
If you never even
Right there. There's this little tiny little click, and I want him to get shot right there. That sounds so horrible. Okay, so right around there, I'm gonna cut that there. And then we're going to start with masking. So this is how I do my transitions. It's really simple, and with masking you can honestly do some wonderful things, and they look really clean in my opinion. So we're gonna highlight the clip you want to work on. You're gonna go to the pen tool, which is up top there next to your type tool, and we're gonna zoom in here by alt scrolling, as I taught you guys. Down here at the bottom you see this 50% thing. You can go up to fit, and that'll just fit it, make it as big as you can. And then you can also go to this half thing. Yours should be on auto on full. Don't make it on full because it's going to render at full resolution. Just make it at half resolution. So this will probably be like 480p or something like that. So what we're going to do now is we've got our pen tool, and we're going to start pinning out this entire scope, right? We're just going to click on the border, and you don't even have to make curves, but if you know how these curves work, then by all means try and make this as close as you possibly can, but I'm not going to do mine very close now because this is obviously a tutorial and I don't care how this looks like, just as long as you guys get the gist of it, then that's fine. So we're just going to go around here like that. This is like a kind of a long curve. Bang bang. If you hold down Alt, you can click on the little arms there, and that might help you out a little bit. Something like that. Bam! And then once you finish off a little circle or any shape that you made, you notice that the background will drop away, right? So if we go to, if you just click out of this, right, you'll see that the lines are very sharp. So how we fix that, we just click on the layer that you did that on. You go to the drop down, you drop down masks, drop down the little box there. You'll see that it has mask feather. Just want to increase that a little bit. It doesn't really matter until where I've got mine on 19 pixels, but honestly it doesn't really matter. It just softens it up a little bit, so it's not that harsh. So let's see how this looks. It pops up, and then the background will still running around, and then we shoot the bloke right there. Bang. So once we shoot this guy, the background's gonna pop in right around there somewhere, right? Where do we have the yeah, bam, right there. Okay, so we get a Control Shift D, sorry, and we're gonna collapse that layer, and then we're going to delete this one's mask so that the background pops back in. go to masks, delete that mask, goodbye. Now we have this masked, and then the background pops in. Bang bang. Right, let's see if that works out for us. Let's just preview everything we've done so far. Press B, 0 on my numpad, and that'll quickly render off quick. Hopefully quick enough, so it's not that tedious for you guys to watch. Okay, let's see how that looks like. I just want this to be full. There we go. Okay, that's one.
What's the point of living life if you never even try?
I actually want that. I want that to happen at the next little thing and not there. Just listen to this.
If you never even
So right around there. That's much more pleasing. How are we to do this now? We need to move the shot from there to there. So I guess we can just slow-mo this, right? Can we just slow-mo this? Yeah, I'm just gonna slow-mo that. So let's take that. We put on some Twixtor. Oh, Twixtor cancel the mask. Okay, we can just pre-compose that then. If you right-click, go to pre-compose, just say OK. That'll pre-compose. We go back to composition 1. We drag in Twixtor like that. And that still fucks it up. I don't know why. Maybe we should put Twixtor in here. Then pre-comp it. Yeah, buddy. Okay, so let's make this. Let's make this same frame rate, 0.94, and click the speed. Go 1 frame ahead. Oh, no, I actually want that to be. Actually, 1 frame back, and we can make the speed. Let's make it like 50. 50 sounds good. Even though it probably isn't. Need to extend that to around there. We need that to go back. Bang bang. That's good enough, you know what? That's as good as I'm gonna get it. Just because I want this to be short and sweet. Even though this would probably be like an hour's edit. So, hey, there's some patient people out there. You guys sat through that entire hour of me editing Sony Vegas. So, you never know. You guys are really eager to learn, which is good. So, yeah.
if you never even try.
Yeah. And then we can have the second shot. Where do we want the second shot? Let's listen to the song, man.
If you never even try. What's the
Right there, beat. Does that actually happen on the beat? I wasn't even watching.
if you never even try? What's the point of living?
It's perfectly on the beat. That sometimes happens. It's a bit late. Bang. How do we do this? I'm just gonna be happy with that. Should I just be happy with that? Yeah, fuck it, guys. I'm not gonna go for the timing. You guys can figure that out on your own. If you want it to be perfect, but you just do the same thing that we just like done. Just cut slow-mo, and then you might get the timing to be perfect. So now we've got those 2 shots, and then this is gonna continue going, and we want it to be slow mode so that I hit this shot on the drop, right? So that's gonna be a bit of an issue. We just gotta zoom that out. Right around there, that's fine. Put on Mr. Twixtor pants. Oh, we already have it. Why is that? Oh, okay, we're on the wrong thing. Put on Twixtor. Put it on. Get our frame rate right again. Time frame that. Keyframe that. We can go forward a little bit, and then Now we need to check how slow we need this to be. Let's make it 50. Too slow? No, still too quick. Let's put it 50 down here somewhere. Nope, not yet. Let's make it 35. We're getting close. Let's make it 30. What happened here? Okay, that's a little bit too much. Just go 30, 33. I think that'll fit us perfectly. Yep, right there, right. Perfect guesstimate. And then right around here we're going to have that. I'm going to cut that off again. I'm going to delete Twixtor because we want this to happen in real speed. I'm going to find the same frame, which is around there. Wait, almost around there. Delete that. I think so. Does that look like the same frame? Yeah, that's like the next frame, I think. We'll just make it one frame. There we go. Okay, I think we're good there. Now we're going to start putting in the gunshots quickly. Honestly, you'll probably have to do this all the way through, but just want to illustrate how the timing is and everything. So I'm going to minimize that again. Well, not minimize, just pop it out. I'm going to take my gunshot in. Oh, I've already imported that, haven't I? Yeah, I have. I'm going to take my gunshot over here, and I'm going to drag it in over there. Where's my first shot? It's over here somewhere, right? Bang. Nope. Bang, right there. Press double L again to show my waveforms. And align that up perfectly. I'm also going to drop this down, make my audio levels a little bit higher so you can actually hear the gunshot. Let's listen if that gunshot's on point quick. Bang. Click, click. Also, when you're recording your gunshot, make sure to also record, just keep recording until you hear the cock back of the gun, because it's really nice to hear that as well.
If you never even try.
Yeah, that's fine. We can maybe make that a little bit louder. We don't want it to be overpowering, but it should be clear that you can hear that. I'm going to click LL again. Control D to duplicate that again, and we want that at the second gunshot as well, obviously. So right around there, just as he shoots. And we can put that around there somewhere. I think that's fine. Yeah, that's good. Let's listen to that. Can you hear both of them pretty clearly? And then we should put it up for the last one as well.
If you never even try. What?
It's fine. Okay, now we're going to move over to this one over here. I'm going to duplicate that as well. Control D. Move over to my little marker over here. I want to get this perfect. There we go. Double L. Bang bang. Here we go. And that's sorted, so this last one's also good. Oops. 0. Okay, and then we're going to do our transition into the second clip, which you can do again. You can do the same type of thing. Literally with all of these little things, you can make a very simple edit. If you want to go into more depth, as I said, please go check out Baker tutorials.
It's so wonderful, wonderful. Swear this is so.
Okay, so now I'm going to go over into transitioning this into our second clip. So whatever clip this might be, it's going to start off around here somewhere. Bang, right? Kaboom. I'm gonna snip it over there, and I'm gonna take this and run with it. We're gonna something like that. Delete that part. We don't need that. And I'm gonna go over here. Okay, so this is going to start off our little transition over here. I'm going to select the clip, the last clip that you just worked on. I'm going to go back to our pen tool, and we're going to start penning off some stuff. I'm going to move around. I'm going to use this wall as like a border to kind of just wipe away everything. It's very, very subtle, but I think it looks pretty well. As you guys probably saw on the other one, as you guys see here, there's something wrong. You can only see that little part down there. So I'm gonna press M for the mask, and I'm gonna go enable the inverted thing, so you guys can see. Oops, that little thing was in the way. Delete that. There we go. So it should be black right there. Click on that, you'll see the mask settings over there, and that should be good. And we're gonna move this around a little bit. Go down the drop down of mask. You click the little time stopwatch thing of the mask path. Okay, click that once. You're gonna make a little keyframe over there. Just scroll out a little bit, and now we're just going to move on. And as we're moving on, I'm using the whoops. I just want to click on this one little dot. I'm going to use this border of the wall. I don't know if you guys can see that little border of the wall where the light hits and the shadow. I'm going to use that as my guideline. I'm just going to make it like that. I'm going to use this one to replicate the shadow that's falling on the ground, so it just kind of flows naturally into your eyeballs. Should be good. You can honestly use any border. Now what you do is you just keep going like this. It's going to be fairly tedious, because you probably, if you want this to be perfect, you're probably going to want to do this every single frame. You want to adjust this, move on one frame, adjust it a little bit to make it perfect, move on to the second frame, keep on going. But honestly, I honestly don't have the time for that right now, but you probably should think about doing that if you want it to look really good. That's what I did with the montage as well, when I actually edited this. So we'll go on like that, and then that'll disappear out of view, right? Like that. So now I'm going to go back. I've already done it roughly. Going to go back, and I'm going to just adjust some things, make sure it's perfect, keep on going. Nope, jumping ahead there. You as well, something like that. You know what, I honestly don't care anymore. That's fine. That's fine for a tutorial. Okay, so you guys get the gist of it. You need to as like previously, like a little bit earlier in the tutorial, I showed you guys the final result of what we're doing here. That thing was totally edited on a different date, so that I actually paid attention to and made effort with. So that's the one that you should look at, the transition, and you'll see that it's really, really smooth. So you can do that by keyframing as well, but just try and keyframe it nicely. The way that this works is because in game you're turning around 180. So you following everything that's moving on screen is going in one direction, which would be very, very nice. Is the clip that you're transitioning to was also moving in that same direction. So you've got like we're just turning around into the second clip, which I don't know if that makes sense, but that would look very, very nice. So let's go on to our second clip. I think we already took it out here. Where is it? There it is. Okay, so let's just move this on. Bang bang. As you guys can see, it's popping through there at the backside. Whoop. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to move this on a little bit so that to around here. So we want that over there. I think, yeah, we want it over there somewhere. Yeah, like that. Yeah, there you go. So you see the gun on the right hand side, it's just carrying on into the left hand side. It's as if the gun was never there, or as if it's not different two clips. It's just the same gun, same hands. I don't know if you get that, if that makes sense at all. It might just be babbling on. Okay, so second part. Wow, I'm fucking sweating. This room is so hot. Second thing we want to do, we've already got keyframing, transitions, everything is good, slow motion. We want to add some black bars. Like I said, this is another tip that he showed me in a tutorial of him. We're gonna go new solid. We're gonna call the solid whatever you want to call it. We're just gonna make that black, and then we're going to go to effect, generate grid, generate grid. Up here, hopefully. Did we? Whoops, we just did that. I'm gonna copy that and delete it then. So you do that onto this the solid you just created. Going to go to wherever you want to, and then we're going to make the color pitch black. Okay, now we're going to make the anchor 0 0. Oops, 0 0. So that's going to be in the left corner, left top corner. We're also going to make the corner. And make the corner 720. Oops, no. Yeah, I'm gonna make this one 720. So the last one 720. So that's gonna lie at the bottom here, and then we want that one away. You just drag it away as far as you possibly can, and then the left 0 you also get to drag away. As you can see there, it's disappearing to the left. Okay, so now all you do is you increase the border size, and you can see the black bars coming down there. So that's going to be how we open up this clip. Let's see here. Over there, we're going to open it up like such. We're going to go, let's go over to the solid color, which is our black bars. We're going to click the little stopwatch for the border. Click once. Move this down until it closes. Move on a few frames. And open this up, right? Ta-da! Ta-da, welcome to the movie. And then we can press U on a keyboard to see the keyframes over there. So it's going to open up like whoosh. And then yet again, you can start animating this as you wish. To emphasize gunshots or whatever. If you want to do screen pumps, you can do the same. If you go to your clip, your raw clip, so let's say you hit a shot here somewhere, bang, right? Okay, so let's say it's right there. Then you need to go press S on your keyboard. It's gonna open up the scale, and then there's the stopwatch. So you can do the same. So you just gotta bump it in, next frame, bump it out again, and that's how you do screen pumps on After Effects. That's pretty much it. And if you want to render this, so I just stopped the recording and I checked my face. I'm absolutely blood red. That's because I was surfing for a bit too long, forgot to apply any sunscreen, so I'm like red in the face now. I do apologize for that. I really care. Anyway, so the way that you render this is you make sure that you've got nothing hanging off the edge. So all of your clips that you don't want off of the edge, you just click that, cut it off, Control SD, Control Shift D, delete that one. So there's nothing else going on past this. The song's kind of going on, so you can just fade that out or whatever. And that's that. And then you just make sure that your region is there. You go to File, File Export, add to Render Queue. You're going to go down here to Render Settings, Best Settings, whatever. You can play around with this as much as you want to. Just make sure that the frame rate is use composition's frame rate, which is 59.94 in my resolution, and then the resolution that I chose up there, and then you can say output module, whatever that is, and then output 2. You can just make sure you've got desktop, and then just rename it whatever you want to, and then you just click this little render button to the right there. I'm not going to do that because I know my PC is going to crash because I'm recording face, voice, screen, and rendering. That's just being retarded, so I'm not going to try that. But there it is, guys. That's pretty much the entire thing. If you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, whatever like that, please do so in the comment section down below. Please subscribe if you if you watch this entire thing. Please subscribe. Please go check out all of my casual videos that I do, a bunch of funny moments and bullshit, just commentaries and stuff like that. I would really appreciate that. Thank you guys so much for sticking through this entire video. It's been a while. I don't really have a time up, so I don't really know how long this was. But yeah, as I said, please go check out Baker's tutorials on YouTube. Just go check him out. He does absolutely wonderful things, and he has taught me everything that I just showed you guys here. So all of the props goes to him. Also the music of Josh A. Go check him out. Absolute legend. And that's been me, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed. And yeah, peace out. As in, I'm probably gonna die by shark attack or something. Probably gonna pitch up to like an aquarium, just literally jump in the fucking shark tank. We just made it through that river. That was fucking sick.